Hey everybody, this is Steve 87th here, bringing you another mail call. Hey everybody, Steve 87th here in this first week of August. It's time for a little bit of a mail call. I didn't really accomplish a whole lot this week. If you watched the Go Via Go Home build series, you would have seen that I got a little bit farther along on my building, but not a whole lot. This month has been really crazy. Actually, I'm recording this right before I get sent off on another trip down to Mexico. This one was different. Today is Saturday, and I was told yesterday morning at 9 o'clock that I had to go to Mexico for a week. So with this being Saturday, I get to leave there tomorrow. For like a 8-hour flight to get down to where I've got to go to in Mexico, and then spend a week there. So that's kind of fun. All kinds of, was something I didn't think I was going to be doing in this job, was the last minute travel, but that's what happens. So anyway, I've been out buying a bunch of stuff again. I just got back from from North Carolina not too long ago in the Raleigh-Durham area, and had a chance, even though it was torrential downpour, to stop at Nick's Trains. And then I got a couple of stuff online, plus some more things that came in, and a bunch of old stuff, and some more Breakia stuff. So let's go ahead and see what I've got. Plus I've got some box openings to show everybody. So this might be a little bit of a long video, but hey, sometimes it's like that. I just had a big month buying stuff and winning things, so anyway, this is Steve 87 saying, let's see what we got. All right, so first off, we're going to stop and see what I got at Nick's Trains. I'll tell you, Nick's Trains is a pretty nice place outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. Here is their information and numbers. They also do work there, and you can send stuff to them and they will work. And it's also a buy-sell trade, so I got some old stuff and some new stuff. So let's see what it is that I got from there. All right, first of all, these were kind of hard to find. They came out pretty big, but it seemed like they only made a limited amount of them. But this is a mini metal septic tank truck. So you guys can see the mini metals truck. Because I'm going to be doing a rural area, you know, you always need septic tank trucks. So that's one thing I got from Tim's. He actually had on display a couple of Evans Designs packs. So I got some super bright flashing red and yellow lights for the different vehicles and trucks and all that I'm doing. So hopefully that's going to like, it was 5 in a pack, and they were right there, and I didn't have to pay for shipping. So those were kind of fun. The next thing I found was, I wanted one of these for a little while and just hadn't gotten around to it, but a modern segment bridge from BLM. They actually had these in stock, so you can see it's the concrete bridge. You know, it was pretty good prices. They had a lot of stuff that was in store. One of the things, and this is kind of a funny story, I bought, the last time I was traveling down there, I was traveling with only carry-ons. So I wound up getting, let's see if we can zoom out a little bit, a branch line water facility kit. Okay, so it's kind of cool because it's got the drop hose, a little house there, and then a pressurized tank. And it's by Stewart Products. I hadn't seen of them before, but I thought this was kind of cool. So one of the things that I want to build is there's a fire station that actually has a pump house with a drop hose to fill up the fire trucks and all that. And it has a specific tank that's loaded up on top. So what's funny about this is it does have that tank that I wanted to get. Now, I'm not going to open this to show you guys, but this was in my carry-on bag. The X-ray saw these brass type round things that were just small enough to put your finger in, thought they were brass knuckles. So I got to sit there and explain to them what exactly was this thing that I was carrying on the airplane. So that was kind of fun. Spent a little bit of time with TSA talking to them before I got on the plane. So that is my Nick's Hobbies. If you people are in the area, great place to go to. Guys are super friendly. They have so much stuff pushed in there. Pretty much you just got to let them know what you're looking for and they will find it for you. And oh yeah, it's okay. You can step over the cat. For those who have been there, know what I'm talking about. And he doesn't care. The cat really just doesn't care. All right, so let's see what else I got this month. All right, I got some new things as well. This is a first time buy for me. I got something from Class 1 Model Works. They actually had a sale. So I got it was basically a 2-for-1 sale. I wound up getting these on their sale. It's kind of a cool little box that they have here. It looks like a little crate. That's kind of nifty. And then when you open it up, and this is the first time I've seen these, that's kind of cool. They give you all of the dimensions and information right there on the flap. And in this case, I actually got a single 53-foot well car. And it came with a free 48-foot container in it. I don't know if I'm going to use the container because I don't actually have container service for those types of containers. So it comes in a blister pack. Again, I have never done these before, so this is kind of a review as well. That's a 2-part one. Got to get all those bounced off. Oh, this is nice and heavy. And it's got really low profile wheels on it. Wow, 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 wow. Check out the detail. Look at all of the air system pipes there. That is awesome. Oh, it's not a real... Okay, sorry. It's a cardboard insert. I thought it came with a... But that's kind of neat. They also sell containers. So if you guys want to hit that, you can go ahead to Class 1 and order yourself some containers there too. This is extremely, extremely detailed. Let's look here at that. I mean, just nice details. Oh, even the ends, instead of having the metal, they actually have the connecting air brake pipes. The handrails and all that are all brass. Yeah, they're all metal. Really, really fine detail. And let me tell you, this thing is nice and heavy. You can tell it's all die cast on the bottom. You can probably still put some additional weights in there. Really, really nice. Wow, this was a nice job. That's probably a little bit of paper rub off there in the corner. I'm not going to worry about that too much. You're not going to see it, but amazing. Very, very good. We'll have to put that on the track a little bit later, see how it goes. But I got 2 of those. So that's kind of a nice little surprise. So for anybody who's seen those before, the detail is amazing and the weight of it is great. I'll let somebody else who normally does review do the review, but very, very nice cars. So good. It was a good bargain at the time too. So when you see those little ads pop up in Facebook, go over, check them out, see how they are and see if it's something there that you like. All right, let's move on. Alrighty, for those who don't know, I'm actually a bit of a fire truck buff, and PCX came out with their latest line of their PCX engines. There's a couple of different types of engines on them and their ladder trucks. But what's nice about these are not in New York colors or flavors. So I got a set of 3 in yellow, which you can see here. I've got the main one, truck down here as well, or fire apparatus engine, as well as a black over red cab configuration for another set. So these are really nice modern Seagrave fire engines. That's the Marauder. I think that's all they did was the Seagraves. Let's just see. Yep, the Marauder and the Marauder 2 Seagrave engines, and also the Ferrari ladder trucks. So that'll make really, really nice. And for those who haven't seen these PCX 87s are really nicely detailed. For those people who are fire engine people, you can see that I've got a nice set of the wheel and light package over here with an air conditioner, up top box. and I think that should be the air purifying system. They've got very high detail with all of the different mirrors that come on the truck, as well as guides, a front intake and a front hose with a quick connect, and they even put in the Whalen siren right up on the front bumper. The sides are pretty nice too. Pretty nicely detailed with the different lights you can see all over the place. The pump panel, kind of cool. It has gauges on it. Let's see if we can focus this in. It has little gauges on it and all that. This would be where the cross lays are. They've got them covered up. All right, those might just be a little compartment. Fun, they've got the extra spare bottles in the wheel wells, like you're seeing a lot, 2 lower doors and the hard suctions, as well as some high-rise packs. So this is modeled after the New York Fire Department. So New York Fire Department doesn't really have tanks, which is why it has such a low hose bed back here. So you can see how low the hose bed is. It's got an external connection, plus it looks like an electrical reel, a little garbage pail back there, and a water bottle. That's got to be detailed out a little bit more. That's kind of cool. Ladder with the ladder connector, a couple of more lights in the back. Up on the top. Ladder up top, main gun, small tank for AFFF and some water. New York doesn't have water on most of their trucks because the city is so has so many hydrants that they don't have to have it. Again, nice wheel well details. And roll up doors and all that. And I can't see, but it looks like it's got a pretty nice interior. It's got definitely front and rear facing seats in the second section. So these are really, really kind of nice. It's nice that PCX is doing that, since nobody else is doing modern American fire trucks. For those in the modern era, you actually have a choice of fire trucks now to go out and look at that are 1/87th scale. And the ladder trucks are pretty nice too. You've seen these. Right now, the PCX is also coming out with a large amount of another run of New York City fire trucks from all 5 boroughs. But again, this is a really nice ladder truck. The only thing I don't like about the ladder is it doesn't extend up at a good enough degree. It only goes to about a 30 degree. And the ladder, once extended out, you actually have to glue the ladder in place to keep it in where it needs to be at. That's the only thing that I see bad about these on this truck, on the ladder truck, because that's the way it was on the other ones. The other thing that I've got was, yes, I do collect fire apparatus. So Boss, or Best of Show, made a Freightliner support truck. It's a special operations rebreather unit, so it's kind of like New York City Fire Department's air breathing unit. It's a Freightliner MT55. And that was pretty nice. I was able to get a hold of that. This is a first release. All of these are brand new releases that I just got. I forget where I got them from, whether it was 3000 Toys or if it was who's one of the other places I deal with. I didn't get anything offline for these. I like to go with the regular hobby shops because I can put them on special order. So those are my updated fire stations that I've got. So they'll make into fire stations in a couple of different places and in different colors. I really do like the yellow scheme. It's different, but it's really, really nice. So for those modern day fire trucks and people who like the modern day fire trucks, these are some really nice ones to get at 1/87th scale. Okay, I still have some more stuff to show, but I did mention at the beginning of the video, I actually did win 2 drawings. One was Jim Tedesco's drawing, and he had some 3D printed things that he sent. One of them is this, I have to put it together, TD9 International Harvester Crawler with a side boom crane on it. So that'll be kind of interesting to put together. These are all things that Jim had printed up, just in case everybody doesn't know. Oh, it's a magnet. So Jim sent me this William County magnet and a little sticker for Short Line Thursday at Jim Tedesco's channel. So you guys should go check out Jim. The other thing that I got was what looks like an N scale M1 Abrams tank. It's in the travel mode, so this could make a nice little load on some flatbed or something like that. I'll paint it up and see what it looks like. He also gave me a couple of trucks, which these are a little bent, and I know I got at least one flat wheel on it and all that. These may find themselves off in the background somewhere once I paint them up. So there's still some supports left on them and all that. So they got to be cleaned up, or those might have been the horns. So those got to be cleaned up a little bit. They also might be just a little bit undersized. And then the other thing that I got, which is a two-piece print, whereas this one is a solid print, was closer to a 1/87th scale M1 Abrams tank, which the nice thing about this is 2 parts, so you could have it in either direction, right? And if you wanted to, you could make that a little bit better. So, just sand it a little bit. So these are fairly nicely detailed. He's got nice shots on the treads for the beginning. He left this all blank because, who cares anyway. But overall, pretty nice detailing on these tanks. And this one is a solid. Both of these are solid resin prints, and I can tell this is also a solid resin print. So we'll have to see what goes on with that, and put that together at some point in time. I also won 3rd place in Anthony Dodge's 2,000 subscriber contest. So I've got to get with Anthony and try to collect that, figure out what I want to do. The prize on that one, which was really cool from Anthony, is it's a semi-cash prize where he will send cash or get a gift card from your choice of suppliers, of a hobby shop or whatever. So that's going to be kind of nice. I just have to look through and see what I want to get. So there's still more stuff that came in a mail call. Alrighty, so I've got myself 5 boxes here that we got to open up, and I kind of pre-opened it so I don't have to worry about closing off all of the labels and all that, to worry about letting people know where I live. But however, we're only going to open 3 of them, which means that this video in Heath terms should be another 3 hours long. No, it's not going to take that long for me to do it. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I got. These 2 are a project in the works, and I'm not going to reveal what those are until probably next month. Okay, so let's get started. So my first box is an eBay purchase, to which, oh, right. Look, it's another PCX fire truck. However, this is one of the new released fire trucks from New York, and it's actually from one of the Manhattan districts. So it's the same as the other ones that you saw, only it's got the Fire Department New York and is from Station 53 in Manhattan. I forget exactly which one that's for. I'll have to look it up again. Okay, so the second thing I got, this was another eBay purchase, which is kind of different, that a lot of people may or may not have seen. Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, that one's wrong. 187th. Okay. So they did combine it all into one box, and you can find this at, I believe it's Crane Man, on eBay. But these are lifting straps and hooks and things. So let me just take a couple of these out. These are meant to go on 1/87 scale cranes. These are really kind of cool. They're in that area. So you can see here, these are a couple of lifting straps. You'd put that underneath an item. Hook up your crane hooks to it, right? This one, obviously, it doesn't belong on this one because they're a little bit short. But anyway, and you hook it up onto the crane and you could lift with them. So those are kind of cool. And then this over here is a spreader bar connection. So the way that this works, plus another one. So this one, you hook the crane up there. You've got these spreader bars. which if you actually hook this all up would be kind of cool. They use jeweler's hooks on the bottom of these, and they're all painted in a yellow. So jeweler hook in, real quick. These are in the LeBeer colors. So if you wanted to pick up, say, let's pick this up a little bit. If you wanted to pick up, say, a car or a truck, let's see if we got a truck laying around here. Say you needed to pick up a truck, you'd strap the thing up like this with the spreader bar, put it on the other end, put it up on your crane, and then lift the whole thing up in unison to drop it down wherever you needed to. So these will look really kind of cool. And then I also got another set of spreader bar, right? This is where you would have either 2 cranes or 1 crane or 2 hookups. Or if it's got hookup areas like this, you'd hook it the other way. So kind of uneven parallel bars for the Olympics. So these are all pretty cool. The other stuff I'm going to go through fairly rapidly. Again, more straps about the same length. This is another bar, but it's a little bit smaller, you can see. It's not as big. This was another whole set. So these are more spreader bars. That's the smaller size again, and then another larger size. So I got like 4 spreader bars. And then over here, this one, I think they got me a wrong size somehow. I got a 1/50th crane size. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think that might become a giveaway at some point in time. Then I got a whole variety of lifting straps. They're different lengths, as you can see from these. They're a lot longer in some cases, and some of them are even shorter. So those would be kind of cool to have like accurate lifting rigs for the cranes. And then the other thing that I got, this is going to be hard to get out. And the funny thing is you could probably make these yourselves. Go to a store that makes that where you make jewelry from and all that kind of stuff. But this is tie-down hooks is what they're actually supposed to be. I think you can see that. The little tiny tie-down hooks with the chains. So you could use these to chain up loads on your different flat load bays. You could use it to chain down on a flatbed truck. There's all kinds of different ways that this could work out. And I see one of my hooks came off. And of course, much like women's jewelry, it sometimes is going to get all tied up. So this one's got its 2 hooks. This one's got its 2 hooks. And I opted for the black, which is kind of normal. So there's a lot of chains. This came out, I think I got 2 sets of this. But it'll work out cool because I could use this to tie down different things. And it looks like I got an extra hook with it as well. Okay, so those are tie-down chains and tie-down hooks that you can use anywhere you want to. So that's kind of fun. Lots of work there, lots of specialty items. Again, if you put in 1/87th crane, this guy will pop up. He has all kinds of crane accessories and these tie-down hooks and different things to use with whatever you want with. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And then finally, let's just move those over to the side. I'll put them in bags a little bit later. And then finally, what I'm going to show you today is something I got from Lombard Hobbies. So let's put that in. Wow, got lots of stuff in here. Ah, there's another thing way down here. Yeah, oh, all right, that's that one. Okay. All right, that's for my project, I think. So first up, I got myself a Rapido Woodside 19, is this a 78? Or is it a HO scale? Early 1980s Chevy Blue Caprice station wagon. I just like those. I like the Blue Caprices. They're kind of neat, and, you know, rural areas would have a lot of those, which is kind of fun. Let's see. Got something in a letter package. which means one of two things. Oh, this is the Lombard Hobbies card with their track scale on it. Okay, let's put that up there. So again, this is from Lombard Hobbies. And that's going to be kind of hard to not... And you can go online and check this out, and it looks like you get a track gauge and a wheel gauge for HO and N scale, and a track gauge on the other side for HO scale. So that's kind of cool. And some fruit chews. And then this is my order packing slip, which y'all don't need to see. Okay, and then this is my project bag. And you guys will have to wait for what my project is till next month. But I got myself some tangent trucks, 36-inch size tangent trucks. Okay. 100-ton trucks, 0.88 or 0.0088 semi-scale 36-inch wheels. Nothing special about these. It's just that I have one set, two sets, 3 sets, 6 sets total. Or are they just 3 sets for what I'm doing? But that's going to be for my project that I'm working on. And then they also had some more ditch lights on sale. I know these say that they're for SD70s and SD75s, but my GP38s need them as well. Okay. So that is the mail call for this month, from all of the different places that I bought stuff from. All right, model railroaders. Well, that's it for today's episode. We'll tune in back next month. Hopefully I'll have had time to work on my project. Work is getting a little bit busy and my schedules are getting a little strange and I have to go some places. And if you guys look hard enough, you will possibly see what the project is that I'm working on. So again, this is Steve87 saying thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, like, send it to other people, do whatever you want with this. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again on live streams or in other people's chats. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.